everybody, it's that time of year again. Marsh Oaks Triathlon is around the corner. It's next Saturday. This is the volunteers video. I'll make sure that's in the title. So I'm going to do a series of videos I've learned in our social media world. This is the best way to communicate with everybody, but I can't do this. We can't do this. The neighborhood cannot do this without volunteers. So I'm going to run through the volunteer list as it stands right now. So myself and my lovely wife Andrea, we will start the kids in the pool. She'll have the official stopwatch the way we've done it for years. She'll send them off, and then Karen Gertz, you'll be at the stairs essentially. So I'll have a bunch of towels laid down just to soak up the water for traction. So you just kind of help them out of the water if they need it, and direct them out of the gate of the pool to the parking lot. So that's actually a really fun location. Jamie Shaver, you are going to be right outside the gate of the pool, directing them to go left to their bikes in the transition area in the parking lot. So you're basically making them go the direct route to their bikes in transition. Becky Tidd, who volunteers all the time for this, I appreciate it very much. You're at the bike mount line, so I'll have orange tape and it'll say mount. The kids cannot mount their bikes until after they cross the mount line. So Becky has done this before, I believe. The kids' helmets have to be on and strapped before they get on top of the bike to then take a left onto Marsh Oaks Drive. Probably, not even probably, the two most difficult volunteer positions are next. Jay Harris, who doesn't even have a child participating and hasn't in a couple of years. Tate hasn't done it in a few years. He's grown out of it. You will be at the Marsh Oaks turnaround. So you will be directly across from the finish line where you were last year at the manhole where the kids will do their loop essentially for the bike. That will also be where you'll direct them into the finish line if they are finishing a bike or a run. Jay's done this before. It's not an easy job. You have got to have a very strong personality to do this. Secondly, Kevin Bogan this year, Ian Butler did it last year, but Kevin's doing it this year, has to direct the cars coming off of the, we route them around Meadowmont. We route them around at the stop sign where Sanderling and that intersection is, and he directs them either to turn right down Marsh Oaks Drive, or, which typically is the way it works, or when they're coming up Marsh Oaks Drive to take a left and do the loop around. We started this last year. It was Ian's idea, no, 2 years ago. It was Ian's idea, and that way it keeps that whole section in front of the clubhouse totally blocked off with cars. Kevin will get yelled at. Someone will probably say explicitives to him, but I know he can handle it, and I very much appreciate you volunteering for that one. Katie Heinley, you are at the water station. The water station, I'll have a table set up with a big orange Gatorade water jug. I'll have little teeny plastic paper cups. It's super fun. The kids always look forward to the water station. Sometimes they sit and talk to you for a little bit too. Shamala Alexander, you're going to be at the Kuntz Court turnaround in the cul-de-sac. Looks like maybe Noble Heinley will be at Terrence Court turnaround. So we have two cul-de-sacs down Sanderling, Terrence and Kuntz, that the kids will go around, and I'll have cones set up and arrows to where all I need you to do is direct them to slow down in the cul-de-sac so they don't fall over and skin their knees. So the number one way to get hurt is to fall on your bike, and there's no way you're going to make up any sort of time on these turnarounds. So just tell them to slow down around the cones, head out to the straightaway. All right, we're almost done. So finish line recording, looks like Christina Muirhead, you're going to be at the table helping with recording times with my wife Andrea. The finish line dismount is a really fun one. Jay Gertz, that's you. So Jay, when they come in around the corner, you're going to tell them to slow down, slow down, slow down, and then I'll have a big orange stripe on the road with dismount written in chalk. They need to be off of their bikes before they get to that line. So when they get to that line, they need to be walking their bikes back to the transition. You cannot ride your bike in the transition area. Looks like Max Barber is going to do the finisher's medal handout, which is really cool. Super fun. You're at the finish line. The kids are ecstatic to be done with it. I have 100 medals this year. I'll do another video kind of showing off some of the swag with the new shirts, etc. And then Danielle Carabin is going to do the registration in the morning. We'll probably get her some help, but when you get there in the morning, I'll have the table set up. There'll be the body marking on the side with Sharpies. Anybody that didn't pick up the race packet, that'll be on the table. The maps to the race course will be on the table. They'll ask you probably some really crazy questions. Just tell them to find me. I always wear a bright orange visor so you can find me. And you just need to make sure that, again, they get the race packets with their numbers in it, and they understand, you know, where the transition is, where to put their bikes. So registration in the morning actually can be a lot of fun because everybody's super pumped up and excited and anticipating what's going to be next. So again, longer video than I anticipated. I wanted to keep this under 5 minutes, a little longer, but I can't say it enough. I really appreciate it. I have adult t-shirts. We have plenty of them. Please pick them up in the morning. I used to put them in bins and people just started grabbing them, which I didn't really appreciate. So if you want to come by my house prior to the race and you want to wear it during the race, you are more than welcome to pick it up before then. Just send me a text and I'll put it out with your name on it in a bag. If not, just pick it up in the morning. Everybody who volunteers this year, and thanks to Trish Nicholson and the Marsh Oaks Makos, we have plenty of t-shirts, I think, for the volunteers, at least that are on this list that I just rattled off. If any of the teenagers want to volunteer, we should have t-shirts for them as well if they want one. So again, let's have a safe race. Number one priority is safety. Number two is fun. And number three is to go out there and have a great time and experience a triathlon in our awesome neighborhood. So see you in the morning.